ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Good morning to everybody. This is J. Govardhan Reddy, zoology lecturer in zoology. I have about 20 years experience. I have already worked in Sri Chaitanya, Narayana, NRI and Gayatri corporate colleges. Yes, my subject is zoology. Just before going to the details of zoology, what is the biology? What are the branches which may be in biology? What is the details of biology means? Definitely, the word biology is a French word. Biology word is the French word which is mainly formed by union of two words, two subwords. One is the bios, second one is the logos. The word biology is derived from two subwords. One is the bios, second one is the logos. What is the bios means? Bios means living organisms. Logos means study. Detailed study is said to be as the logos. Means the study of living organisms. Study of living organism is said to be as the biology. This is nothing but life history. This is nothing but study of living organisms is said to be as the biology. Means biology always deals the study of life on earth and how that kind of the life is evaluated on earth is clearly explained by biology. It is the science. What is the meaning of the science? What is the meaning of the science means knowledge. Science nothing but knowledge. Biology is nothing but science which deals, which provide knowledge of the living animals, knowledge of the living organisms. Again, the word biology is coined by Lamarck. Lamarck coined the word of biology, and who is the father of the biology means Aristotle. Aristotle is commonly called as father of biology because he is the first person. He may be tried a lot to explain biology with experimental. He is the first person. He may be conducted various experiments to provide various clues to betterly explain the meaning of biology. So that only he is referred to as the father of biology. Again, in biology, what are the principal branches which may be present? What are the branches which may be there in biology means In biology, three branches are there. One is the botany, second one is the zoology, third one is the microbiology. In biology branch, there are three main branches. One is the botany, second one is the zoology, third one is the microbiology. Botany nothing but study of various plants, study of various kind of the plants is said to be as the botany. Again, zoology nothing but zoos means animals, logy means study. Study of animals, study of various kind of the animals is collectively called as the zoology. Again, various kind of the animals means from protozoan to the human being, from protozoan to the human being, all that animals study is nothing but zoology. Means all kind of the animals are included under zoology branch only. Their detailed study is nothing but zoology. Zoology principally concerned with animals. It provides the knowledge about animal. So that only this is said to be as the animal science. Zoology is also called as the animal science because it always provides the knowledge towards animal. It always provides detailed knowledge about various kind of the animal. So that only that is said to be as the animal science. Third branch is microbiology. What is the meaning of the micro means very small. Bios means living organisms. Logos or logy means study. Means microscopic animals study is nothing but microbiology. The animals which are with very small means if we are not able to view them with our eye, if we are not able to identify them with our eye, if we can observe them by using electron microscope, such small sized animals study is said to be as the microbiology. Micro nothing but very small. Very small means animals which are not observed by, viewed by our eye, such microscopic animals study said to be as the microbiology. Definitely for their viewing, for their observation, microscope must be required. With the help of the microscope only we can view them, we can observe them. Such small sized animals branch is said to be as the microbiology. Again, before going to the details of these branches, biology always deals the animals study or living organisms study means always it deals history of living organisms. Then what are the living organisms? What are the non-living organisms? Just before going to the details of botany, details of zoology, details of microbiology, at first we have to know what are the differences between the living organisms and non-living organism. Definitely, biology never deals towards the non-living thing. Biology never considered to deal the non-living objects. Biology always considered to deal living organisms only. So that only at first we have to know what are the differences between the living as well as non-living organisms. What are the differences between the living and non-living means? At first when we observe the living organisms, whatever the organisms which shows cellular organization, such individuals are said to be as the living organisms. Definitely living organisms are with certain unique characters. Living organisms are with certain unique features. Such unique features may not be appears in the case of the non-living organism. First, living organisms shows the cellular organization, but that is appears in non-living organisms. In non-living organisms, cellular organization is absent. Cellular organization is not appears in the case of the non-living individual, but in the case of the living organisms that is appears. What is the cellular organization? What is the meaning of the cellular organization means? In the living world, each and every organism is made up of with a cell. In the living organism, each and every animal's body, each and every living organism body must be with those cells. They may be made up of with a single cell. They may be made up of with many kind of the cells. But this living organisms must be with cells in their body. That cell may be single, that cells may be millions, that cells may be organized into tissues, that cells may be organized into organ. Means definitely living organisms body must be with the cells. So cell is said to be as structural and functional unit of living organism. Definitely cell is said to be as structural unit as well as functional unit of living organism. Structural unit means cells must be required either for construction of the tissue or for the construction of the organ or for the construction of organ system. Cells must be required, they are the fundamental unit. If this kind of the cells are involved in framing of tissue, framing of organ, framing of organ system, then that is said to be as the structural unit. Functional unit means for performance of various body function, cells may be acts as the unit. Definitely either the same kind of the cell or different kind of the cells may be together perform, may be together carry out a specific function of body. Means for overall performance of a body function, definitely cell is acts as the unit. For carrying out of a specific body function, definitely cell is acts as the unit, that is nothing but functional unit. Definitely cells are structural as well as the functional unit of the living organism. Then how that kind of the cells are organized into various structures means, what is the organization levels means, organization levels means at first cells are aggregated to form the tissue. Tissues are gets aggregated to form the organ. Organs are aggregated to form the organ systems. Organ systems are aggregated to form the organism. Definitely cells which are with the same structure, with the same origin, with the same function, together constitute a tissue. Cells which are with the same structure, same origin, same function, together constitute the tissue. For example, neurons which are present in our body, neurons which are present in our body, all neurons are with the same structure. They are all originated from ectoderm. They all useful to pass the message from one area to another area. So that kind of the neurons together constitute nervous tissue. Together constitute nervous tissue. Means what I am saying here, that not only they are nervous tissue, whatever the type of the cells, whatever the group of the cell which is with the same structure, same origin, same function, all such cells together constitute a tissue. Similarly, tissues are gets aggregated to form the organ. In construction of a organ, we cannot say same type of the tissues may be involved. Either the same type of the tissues may be aggregated, or different kind of the tissues may be aggregated to form a organ. Here we cannot say exactly same type of the tissues only maybe gets involved in the formation of organ. For example, in uterus of woman, definitely epithelial tissue is involved, muscle tissue is involved, connective tissue is also involved. Means here in the formation of the uterus of woman, three kind of the tissues must be gets involved. So that only we cannot say same type of the tissues may be involved in the formation of the organ. Either same type of the tissues or different kind of the tissues may be aggregated to form the organ. Again, either the same type of the organs or different kind of the organs, they may be aggregated to form the organ system. Definitely in the case of the animal's body, different kind of the organs are gets aggregated and finally form the organ system. For example, in the case of the human, in digestive system, different kind of the organs are present. What are the different kind of the organs means? This is the esophagus. This is the one organ. This is the stomach. This is the one organ. This is the small intestine. That is the one organ. This is the large intestine. This is the one organ. So definitely this is the small intestine. This is the large intestine. Here, digestive system of the human is made up of with different kind of the organs. Means the esophagus is different from the stomach. Stomach is different from the small intestine. Small intestine is different from the large intestine. In that way, different kind of the organs are finally aggregated and finally constitute a system. Then, in the case of the human body, how many number of the systems are present means, in the case of the humans, 11 systems are present. In our body, how many number of the organ systems are present means about 11 systems are present in our body. What are the 11 systems which are present in the case of the humans means? What are the 11 systems means? One is integumentary system. Integumentary system, nothing but body wall system. Around to the body, along with the skin, whatever the protective system which is present, that is said to be as the integumentary system. This is nothing but body wall system. Definitely in all animals, in most of the animal, in majority of the animals, definitely around to the body, this body wall system must be present to provide the protection. That is the first system. Second one is the digestive system. Digestive system principally useful for digestion and absorption. This is principally useful for ingestion, again digestion and absorption. Digestive system principally useful for ingestion. Ingestion means intake of food material. Intake of food material is said to be as the ingestion. Means if the food is intake into the mouth from where into the esophagus, that is said to be as the ingestion. After ingesting, that food material is digested in stomach as well as in small intestine. That is said to be as the digestion. Digestion nothing but converting of macromolecules into micromolecule, converting of big sized food particles into small sized food particle is said to be as the digestion. After getting the digestion, digested food material is diffuses into blood through wall of small intestine. After completing the digestion, digested food material gets diffuses from small intestine into blood. That is said to be as the absorption. Definitely, digestive system is meant for ingestion of the food material, digestion of the food material, absorption of the digested food material. Next system is respiratory system. Respiratory system is meant for respiration. It is useful for the respiration. Next to circulatory system is useful for circulation, means for transportation of various substances from one area to another area. Blood is acts as medium. Blood is acts as a medium inside of our body. So that only this circulatory system is principally useful for the transportation of various materials from one area to another area. Definitely, circulatory system is useful for circulation. Next system is excretory system. Excretory system is useful for excretion. Nitrogenous waste material. Nitrogenous waste material means either that may be ammonia, either that may be urea, either that may be uric acid. This substance's elimination from our body is said to be as the excretion. Process of elimination of nitrogenous waste material from our body to out is said to be as the excretion. Excretory system is meant for excretion. Next system is system. These are two systems. Here muscle system is separate, skeletal system is separate. That is the musculoskeletal system. Musculoskeletal system principally useful to bring out various type of the body movements in our body. To bring out various body movements in our body, musculoskeletal system is a lot useful to us. In this case, muscle system is separate, skeletal system is separate. Both of them are separate. Muscle system and skeleton system. These two are together called as musculoskeletal system. They together useful to bring out various movements in our body. To bring out various type of the movements in our body, both the systems are a lot useful to us. Next system is nervous system. Nervous system principally useful to receive various external stimuli, to receive various external informations. Definitely this nervous system is principally useful. This is the principal integrated system in our body. Integrated nothing but this system is useful to achieve coordination among the various parts of the body to respond to external stimuli. For example, all of a sudden in front of our body, if a tiger is there, all of a sudden in front of our body, if a tiger is there, on seeing the tiger, immediately our nervous system passes the message to the legs. By that way, person starts fast running away from that kind of the tiger. During the fast running, circulatory system must be supplied larger volume of the blood to the leg muscle for fast running. At the same time, respiratory system also have to supply large volume of the oxygen to the leg muscle for energy release for fast running. Means definitely for fast running to escape from the tiger, circulatory system, musculoskeletal system, respiratory system must be cooperated one with another. Then how the three systems are gets cooperated means by the involvement of the nervous system only. By the involvement of the nervous system only, these three systems are from time to time are cooperated, are coordinated. By that way only person successfully escape from the tiger by the fast running. Means nervous system is concerned for achieving the coordination among various systems of our body to successfully overcome various external stimuli related problems. To easily escape from the or to respond against to the external stimuli, definitely this nervous system must be achieve coordination among the various systems. So that only this is the first integrated system. This is responsible for achieve coordination among the various systems of our body. Next system is endocrine system. Endocrine system, this is the second integrated system. Nervous system is the first integrated system. Endocrine system is the second integrated system. Definitely this is also useful to achieve coordination among the various systems in our body. This is also useful to achieve the coordination among the various parts of our body. So that only this is said to be as the second integrated system. Next system is immune system. Immune system. What is the meaning of the immunity? What is the means? Immune system is meant for providing of immunity. This is responsible to provide the immunity. What is the meaning of the immunity? Means resistance power against to the disease causing organism, resistance power against to the pathogens is said to be as the immunity. Immune system is responsible for destruction of the pathogens which are entered into our body. By that way they provide the resistance power against to the pathogen. That is said to be as the immunity. Definitely immune system of the person, if it is strengthened, immune system of the person if it is strengthened, automatically immunity power is gradually increases. By that way person is easily tolerate various kind of the disease causing organisms effect. Person is able to overcome various infections which may be from his surroundings. Next system is reproductive system. Next system is reproductive system. What is the reproduction means? The process of production of daughters of their own kind. Process of production of daughters of their own kind is said to be as the reproduction. Reproductive system is meant for delivering of offsprings. Reproductive system is responsible for the delivery of the daughters. The process of the delivery of daughters of their own kind, the process of the delivery of daughters of their own kind means daughters must be resembles to their parents. Daughters must be identical to their parent. Such nature is said to be as the own kind. Definitely, during the production of the daughters, from both parents also, DNA, that is the genetic material, is inherited into the daughters. So that only that kind of the daughters must be resemble their parents. That kind of the daughters must be identical with their parent. So that only we can say process of the production of the daughters of their own kind, process of the production of the daughters which are identical to their parent is said to be as the reproduction. In that way, definitely in the case of the human, 11 systems are present. First one is the integumentary system, second digestive system, third respiratory system, fourth circulatory system, fifth excretory system, sixth muscle system, seventh skeletal system, 8th nervous system, 9th endocrine system, 10th immune system, 11th one is the reproductive system. All this kind of the systems are aggregated and finally form the organism. Definitely, what is the organization levels which are very commonly appear in the case of the living organisms means cells are aggregated to form the tissue, tissues are aggregated to form the organ, organs are aggregated to form the organ system, organ systems are aggregated to form the organism. Again, in the case of the living organisms, definitely cells which are present in the case of the living organisms, cells which are present, this kind of the cells are separated from each other by a specific limiting membrane. That membrane is said to be as the plasma membrane. Just assume this is the cell which is present in the body. In all kind of the living organisms, body may be with a single cell like that of the protozoan. Body may be with many kind of the cells. Each and every cell is surrounded with a limiting membrane. That membrane is said to be as the plasma membrane. This is said to be as the plasma membrane. In all kind of the living organisms, definitely this cell is enclosed with a limiting membrane that is said to be as the plasma membrane. Similarly, this is also one cell. This is also enclosed with the plasma membrane. This is also plasma membrane. Means whenever in body more than one cells are present, these cells must be separated one from another by plasma membrane. This plasma membrane also limit or regulate the exchange of the material in a limited way. Definitely plasma membrane is said to be as the semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane means it may not allows the passage of all kind of the substances across through it. It may be allows only few kind of the substances, few kind of the materials through it only. So that is said to be as the semi-permeability. Plasma membrane allows passing of very few materials across through it. So that only it limit, it regulate the passing of the material across through it. So that only that is said to be as the semi-permeable membrane. Again, definitely cells which are present in the living organisms are principally categorized into two types. What are the two types of the cells means? One is the prokaryotic cell, second one is the eukaryotic cell. Principally cells are categorized into two types. One is said to be as the prokaryotic cell, second one is the eukaryotic cell. What is the prokaryotic cell means? In this kind of the cell is with the plasma membrane very clearly. Around to the cell, plasma membrane is distinctly present, but inside nuclear membrane is not present around to the nuclear material. Around to the nuclear membrane is not present. So that only we can say distinct nucleus is not present. Distinct nucleus is not present, nothing but around to the nuclear material, nuclear membrane is not present. Such kind of the cells are said to be as the prokaryotic cell. Instead of that, if in the cell around to the nuclear material, nuclear membrane if it is present very clearly, around to the cell plasma membrane is present very clearly, then we can say that is the eukaryotic cell. Definitely this is the nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane is present around to the nuclear material. If around to the nuclear material, nuclear membrane is present, then we can say that is the distinct nucleus. If distinct nucleus is present, then we can say that is the eukaryotic cell. Instead of that, if distinct nucleus is not present in the cell, then that is said to be as the prokaryotic cell. When we say the nucleus is distinct means around to the nuclear material, if nuclear membrane is present, then we can say that is the distinct nucleus. Otherwise, if this nuclear material is without nuclear membrane, then we cannot say that is the distinct nucleus. Definitely in prokaryotic cell, nuclear material is present without nuclear membrane. But in eukaryotic cell, around to the nucleus, around to the nuclear material, nuclear membrane is present, as well as around to the cell plasma membrane is present. Such cell is said to be as the eukaryotic cell. Our patients.